favorite part about being an herbalist is the research, the history of it, these amazing herbs. They have such a history behind them. They've been used for thousands of years from different cultures, from the Chinese culture, Egyptian, Mayan, Roman Empire, Greece, all over the world in different forms. The herbalism was actually created as food, medicine, and witchcraft. And it's been used for generations and passed through the history from generation to generation. I like very much the history about it, but I like to discover the properties of each plant and how they can heal a person from different points. Like each part of the herb has their own properties, and the root can heal a part of the body while the leaf can do a different part of the body, and the seed, and every single part of an herb is used for healing, and that's why we use the whole plant instead of using just an extract to heal a problem. We look into herbalism from the point of view that if we actually use a whole plant, we actually can heal a whole body. And the way we put the plants together, we always mix them in such a way that we don't only fix on the problem that the patient has, we actually fix from inside out to heal from inside out the person. And that way, going to the root of the disease, you can actually heal the person forever without side effects or minimal side effects. Well, how do I treat a patient? That's actually a very important part, and one of my favorite parts of the herbalism is the spirituality. It's to treat a patient, you actually have to connect with the person spiritually first, and then the patient has to gain your trust in order to be able to heal it. And if they give you the permission, the connection is it's like a spirituality where you allow the patient to tell you the reason that they think that they're sick. You get deep inside of their problems, because each disease is coming from something that happened to us from childhood. And if we can understand what traumas we deal with over our childhood until the age of the patient at the present time, then you will realize how can you help them. And it's always something related to the family, or a bad accident, or something that happened traumatizing in their life, and they cover it until one day something else happened, and then they actually broke from inside out. And that's the first connection, and that's my favorite, because if the patient allows me to help them and gain my trust, then with that belief we can actually heal the person. But it's as much them as me, because it doesn't matter how much I give them and how many herbs I mix. If they do not believe that they're going to make a difference, they will never heal. So they have to believe themselves that whatever I give them will make a difference in their life. How do I get the plants? This is another very important part of my herbalism. Some of the plants, like mostly the spices, I grow myself. Some of them I buy online from different companies. I order them from India, China, or even the States or Europe. I always work with organic certified herbs, and every 2 years I travel to Romania, and that's actually one of my favorite part of it, because I get to actually craft my own herbs, and that's my favorite part of it. The spirituality that goes into the while crafting the plants, the way you pick them up, the moment, the right time, that's one of my favorite parts as well into the herbalist. The plants, most of them I use already dry format, and I use them in different tincture, extracts, creams, salves, compresses. I use them in form of powders, or sometimes green, but mostly dry, because where I live, it's hard for me to actually get the green herbs. But when I am in Romania, like I say, that's when I actually use the herbs completely in their livelihood, either fresh or dry or whatever I need them for my different medicines that I have to apply to my patients. Well, my dream is that in about 2 to 3 years from now I'll have my third book on the market. My plan is to actually travel the world. I'm actually connecting right now with the government of China. Have invited me in September to go to attend a seminar in Chengdu to learn more about the traditional Chinese medicine, and I'm hoping to bring with me about 20 people to teach them and also have them receive a certificate along with me. And my dream is actually to plan, well, 2 to 4 trips per year. The next one after China in September will be in India in spring. Then hopefully in the fall we go into Peru and so forth. I'm picking the countries where the herbalism was extremely prominent and it was used for thousands of years, and that's why I have these 3 countries for my list first. Then probably will be somewhere in Italy, anywhere in Europe where there were plants, and I know that the history of the herbs were actually very much used. I'm hoping actually to open a small, my dream is to have a small little tea house, but more like a clinic where I can actually have patients coming and where I can help them not only to give them the medicine, but also I'm studying nutrition, so hopefully in about a year from now I'll have my nutrition certificate, and then I can actually apply nutrition with herbalism, which herbalist is nutrition, but people have to actually see a degree. So I have to go through that effort to just get the degree to be able to apply it the way I need to apply it. But yes, to travel the world, learn and teach, and still, that's one of my big passions. That's where I see myself from now on.